And welcome back, everyone. Joining us this morning, Monica Nelson. You're a dietitian, a registered dietitian.
That's correct.
Thank you so much for joining us today, because I think one of the big decisions that parents need to make when they send their kids back to school is, should we buy a lunch, should we pack our own? And that's something that each family has to make up their own mind on. But if they're doing the back to school option and they want to pack their own lunch, we were just talking, it's not like when I was a kid. We got a brown paper bag, maybe one of the little metal boxes. You say nowadays that it's a lot different as far as the out and out lunch bag that they can bring in. What's our options there?
Oh my God, it's a huge industry now, and I think everybody's jumping on that bandwagon because we know that school lunches can be a little iffy sometimes. Added sugars, added fats, added preservatives, and so trying to have the right containers so that when you are sending your kids off to school, they're getting safe options, they're getting healthy options. Ones that are insulated, ones that have multiple different compartments so that, especially with the younger children, they don't like things to touch so much. So keep them separated and in little pieces so that they're not overwhelmed by too much choice too. So
okay, now I see you've got a different variety of different things here in the different packagings. Could you step me through what some of the different things you have here and why they're important for our kids?
Sure. Okay. So again, smaller containers, portion sizes and whatnot.
Okay.
So if you want to say, fruit parfaits are a really big thing. You can tell your kids you're making. If they'd like to go to McDonald's and get that, they can make their own. And so having an insulated thermos, you can either mix it ahead of time. So we did some blueberries and some
that was yummy.
Organic vanilla yogurt. Or if you chose to send it in one of your insulated bags, you can also just bring the container and then have fruit already like in a bowl. So
and it's all pre-diced for the kids.
Absolutely. So they can they can choose to mix it or not, and sometimes sneaking in a little bit of a sweet cereal. A lot of times, if you're looking for ones that don't have added colors or added preservatives, they're usually fortified, and so it's something like a little yummy for the kids to add on top of that. And then we have other snack options. So keeping color as a variety. So of course, your carrots are already pre-diced. An alternative to ranch sometimes can just be either a homemade salad dressing, or this one's just a honey French. Again, just a little different. So not just getting the same thing over and over again.
Right.
Now for your little
that
more.
Looks really good. Is that a wrap that you've made?
A little more connoisseur here.
Super Mom, she made a wrap. Her daughter's over there like, yes, they're the best.
Exactly, like an unconstructed sandwich, and how many times do you end up getting extra packets from your takeout or whatnot? So it's just, non-processed meat wrapped. You stick a little bit of spinach in there. The kids won't know the difference, and so you get their vegetables in at the same time.
Nice.
And here we did a little Mexican variety, so some flour tortillas stuffed with some beans and rice, a little bit of cheese, salsa, and then the chips on the side too. So again, keeping them separate, getting it colorful, a little entertaining so they can have it.
That is so awesome. So in other words, really and truly, if a parent wants to pack their own, you can go ahead and give them leftovers and disguise it. That sounds great.
Absolutely. And stick those vegetables and fruits in there. They won't even have a clue that they're eating them and enjoying them at the same time. So
beautiful. It's a field that I think that we could go on and on about. I thank you so much for just getting us started and giving us generating some ideas of how to make lunch a little exciting for the kids if they're going to pack their own. Thank you so much, Monica.
You're welcome.
And I'll tell you what, as we continue our special on Back to School, we're going to learn a little bit about those school buses. Angela Lacombe is going to be joining us with more on that next.